the first, like, everything was going nice and smooth, relaxed, and I know I won pretty clearly. And the second, Jesus, man, it's just a big blur, bobbling my head around, man. He rocked me, and I was tired, and mentally you start questioning, fuck, am I gonna make it through this? So that third round it was all heart, man. That's all I can say about that. I knew it was 1-1. I knew we were both tired, and I was born in that fire. Like my whole life wrestling, and I'm used to those long, grinding kind of competitions. So he gave it all he had, but I kind of think I'm just more comfortable in that fatigue, just devastated, exhausted state. And I pulled it out, but it was all heart in that third, man. He hurt me in that second.
Andrew, I get the impression you don't hate those sort of fights. You seem to have a bit of a glow about you after that. Do you kind of enjoy getting in there and getting it groovy?
Yeah, afterwards, it's like, man, like, it's just a hellacious experience, and coming out on top, it just feels good, man. It's like, dang, like, I just went through hell, and it was all worth it. But going into it, no, I know it's going to suck, and I know with that kind of style and the grinding wrestling, you have to be in tremendous shape. So that makes my life like a living hell. I have to train so hard, I feel like I've done more this camp ever than I have before. I've added running, 7 in the morning, like 3 days. But I knew it was going to be a tough fight. I had a feeling he'd go all 15 minutes because he's hard to put away. He's a very tough guy. I've experienced sparring with him, and I just know. So I knew I had to be in incredible shape, and I think that was the difference maker.
Knowing that coming in, and I mean, you train up here, but you're not a Canadian. Is there any concern when you go to the judges' scorecards thinking, oh man, that'll be better?
That's always kind of in the back of my head, man. He had a huge crowd here. I was kind of surprised. I knew like he had a lot of fans, but that crowd was roaring for him. And he's not even from Ottawa. He's from up in Quebec. So yeah, I was thinking that. I was like, oh, who's my ref? Is he like a Canadian? These things always pop in your head. But at the end of the day, you can't think about that. You just got to focus on getting done in there and performing and doing your best, and you can't help all that stuff. But
after your last fight, you talked about getting back on the right track and another step tonight. What do you attribute it to? Is it training with TriStar? Is it a different mindset? Like, what does it all come down to?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely training at TriStar and training with my coaches and the whole team there. Conrad Palafra, Sahabi, my God, like, and just Montreal in general. It's such a gold mine for MMA and combat sports. Montreal Wrestling Club. I could go on forever. So yeah, I really learned to kind of trust the process after. In fact, I've been to a lot of places, a lot of gym, a lot of coaches, and I've never trusted my coaches like I have at TriStar. So I just kind of leave it in their hands and trust, and just work my ass off, and the rest I just let it go instead of like worrying myself sick. Like, I'm a bit of an overthinker when it comes to fighting and everything in life. So just kind of let it be.
Andrew,
it helps me a lot.
There's 2 parts for you. First, going back to having sparred with him, were you at all surprised by what you experienced tonight, or is it what you experienced in training?
I made it a point not to underestimate the guy. I did get the better of him. I was able to take him down, control him, kind of beat him on the feet, and but I've underestimated guys in the past, and it never works out good. And my coach Conrad, every day is like, this guy's going to bring it. Don't expect to get a finish. It's going to be 15 hard minutes. You're going to question yourself. He really is very repetitive with these statements and sinking that in my brain. And so thank God for that. Because if I came in underestimating this guy, I would have lost that fight.
We talked about sort of your dislike for fight week and all the stress associated with it. After a win like this, how rewarding is that?
Come on, man. It's all worth it, man. The harder the struggle, man, like, the greater the reward. If it was just a breeze, I'm having fun, I win a fight, cool. You're not gonna like it, but like, because it's such like a brutal mind fucking, like, oh my God. And then I win, and it's just the most incredible feeling of relief, and like, I'm so happy, man. So it's true, like, it's all worth it. You hear people say it all the time, but it's so true.
What did you think about the crowd's reaction when they announced the verdict there?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just happy I won. I don't booze and whatever. It's still energy from the crowd, and I feed off it, and whatever. I get it. I'm not the hometown boy, but I'm just happy to win. I don't care, man. They can boo and throw and cuss. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
This wasn't the first time you got into a fight like this. Why do you get into these wars?
I'm not trying to, man. I'm telling you right now, I ain't trying to, man. I'm trying to fight a clean fight, just touch, not get hit, but it just happened. It snowballs.
It does happen. trying to fight clean? How do you get sucked into it?
Talking about that second round when I kind of got beat up. I guess I got to get better. You know, like little like gaps in my game. Like I think I started when I had him in a clinch, and he just uppercut. And normally I'm safe in there, man. But lesson learned. I have to fix that. Like it's just there's always like little things to add and holes in the game that I didn't expect that. You know, so that lesson learned. It's just good on him. Like he made it happen.
You came in here, seeing all the cameras, saying this is crazy, this is crazy. Can you talk a little more about that? Doing media things like this, is it overwhelming, nerve-wracking?
It's just cool, man. It's just different. Like I'm not a big like look at me kind of guy, you know. I just put my head down, train hard, do my thing, and then I'm here in the UFC on the big stage and cameras and this and that. And it's always just like whoa, man, whoa. And then look at this, like it's like the red carpet or something. I don't know. I'm just a very kind of like humble, like chill, like guy. I feel like.
And kind of picking up the brawl question, this is also the same time you had the last time you had like a brawl like this with another Canadian. Are you kind of hoping they don't book you against any more Canadians in the future?
The Canadians are tough, man. God, yeah, it's like the curse of the Canadians, man. Nah, I mean, there's fights wherever you're from. It doesn't matter. I don't know. What to say?
Weird question. Do you have a scar in the shape of a
Yeah, I'm a clown, man.
Go on, you gotta tell us.
It's a long story, man. A cigarette burns. Man, you ever do that when you're fucking young and
Really?
yeah, man. Come on, we don't want to talk about that shit.
I just was looking at
Parties, doing dumb shit, man. I was a clown, man. I was a wild boy, you know? Emotional.
In the beginning, you talked about right away that you were sort of at a crossroads in that second round when there was a bit of adversity. What did you tell yourself during that second round?
Man, it's just I don't care what anybody says. Like, I don't know. The truth is, like, everyone kind of what's the word? Sorry. Tough times come in the fight, and you question yourself. And you're like, fuck. Like, am I about to lose? Am I about to go down? And you like almost there's something pulling you, dragging you. Like just end it. Just like almost like you want to fall down. It's always in the back of your head when tough times come, and you just have to. You gotta. It's just. I don't know. I'm not telling myself anything specific, but you just fight it and you do it, and that's who you are. And it's like I feel like that's something really deep inside of you. It's just instinctual. You know what I mean?
In a general sense, even
It's
outside
like,
of
can't be
fighting, you must
taught.
think like, well, shit, I know I've got that inside me. That must be a great thing to walk through life, knowing that you don't quit when the cards are stacked against you.
Yeah. Like I said, it's cool. Like going through hell, going through hellacious experiences, like and making it out on top. You know, just it really instills like confidence, and I'm proud to be able to do that. I really am. You know, my whole combat sports career, from wrestling to jiu-jitsu, I was always one on heart. You know, I really felt like it was just pure heart. And now when you get some skill and you add it to that, it's a nice combination. But at the base of it all, it's just like I fight on heart. You know, I really feel that.
How banged up are you right now?
I feel better, but coming out of it, I had a headache. My jaw, he hit me with an uppercut in that clinch, and I felt my jaw crack and like move. I was like, this fucking guy, he's breaking my fucking jaw. Feels a lot better, but I'm all right. Yeah, I'm all right. But coming right out of it, I was like, that was a little fucked up. You know?
Do you have an idea of when you'd like to get back in?
No, I don't. Honestly, I want to go back and I want to get better. Like I just know I'm obsessed with. I'm so obsessive with this sport and like the art of fighting. And I just love training and improving, and I want to come to each fight, you know, a new and different fighter. So I'm going to get back to training as soon as I can, and when I feel like I'm ready, I'll be back in there. You know.
As long as it's not in Canada?
Yeah. Canadians are nuts, man. I'm fucking Jesus, man.
Do you have a particular fighter in mind that you'd like to step against?
I don't. I should, but I don't. I'm just so obsessed with the moment. What's in front of me? I'm not thinking kind of past that. But I'll find something. Give me a couple weeks. I'll find somebody. Hey.